This is Jilliana Ranicar-Breese, and I'm back with Maria Darcy for part 2 of Maria's professional life as a dancer. Now, you got involved with NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and I'd like you to talk to me about the Circle of Excellence, what that actually means.
Well, I wouldn't say I got involved in NLP. What it was is I had 2 training courses in NLP. And
in Paris?
Yes, that's right, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And there was one of the exercises which is called the Circle of Excellence. And in this one, you have to think of a moment in your life when you excelled. And you have to recreate what was wonderful that day. So I remember that in one day that I had danced, and it was, everything was, the people in the audience were my friends, and everything was great. And what you do in the Circle of Excellence then is you remember all these perfect conditions, and when you have your new challenge, you imagine that you are in exactly the same conditions, and you put little circles around you. You're in a bubble with different colors to protect you from anything negative, and in this bubble you are totally liberated and free. And after that moment, I felt that my dancing shows were so much better.
And do you still do that today?
Yes, I do. I absolutely do. If I don't have time to do it, if I'm rushed, I don't dance so well. I absolutely dance much better if I have at least, I maybe start one day before thinking about it, preparing, and then even 15 minutes before the show, I actually do it again, so that my mind is absolutely full of positivity, and that I think of my audience as my best friends, and I know they love me and I love them, and it works.
Sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
What is your
Do you want me to show you something?
Absolutely, yes, please.
Yes. So for example, I had the audacity to dance in front of the Eiffel Tower in public.
Wonderful.
And just, I was in my bubble, so I knew that everybody would love me. So I can show you a little
yes,
something.
Yes, please. Is this the video David did?
Yes, this is the video David
Good.
did. Okay. Now, come here, video. There we are.
When it comes to love, here's my policy. Waste no time on divinity. Just be glad that it brought you to me. The mystery of love. I won't stop to analyze, explain, dissect, objectify. You are all I need to imply. The mystery of love. Here's to the magic of a kiss, to fall blind in love's abyss, that unfathomable bliss, the mystery of love, the mystery of love.
You could hear it and you could see the music, but
okay,
maybe I can integrate it into,
Just for NLP, it was, having done NLP,
yes.
I had my bubbles around me, so I was able to dance in the underground, in the Jardin de Tuileries on the Pont des Arts, in front of Notre Dame, and I just did it because I had my bubbles
Absolutely.
around.
Well, I hope you'll send me the link. I'd like to.
I haven't got, I see the link for the video.
Can. Yes, yes.
Right.
Yeah, very good. I'll try and integrate it. Okay, well, let's move on to the belly dancing.
Well, the belly dancing, of course, is my real dancing. This was just having fun.
Yes, of course.
Yes, I trained for years as a dancer. I don't consider myself the best dancer, but I love it, and I like
It's your passion. It's your passion.
But I like to think I have a certain charm that not everybody has.
Oh, definitely. It's the Irish charm. Yes.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Can you show me some of your belly dancing?
So this is in an art gallery.
Yes.
I've danced very often in cultural centres and art galleries.
And Irish cultural centres as well.
Yes, Irish, but not just Irish, in Ireland as well, but in France. This is a French cultural centre.
Yeah.
And they have many exhibitions, and this day they asked me to dance, but I've danced in this place many times. Sometimes they ask me to dance, to put on an animal outfit and dance, and sometimes in...
You said it's like a cat.
Like a cat. But this one was actually doing the dancing that I love the most.
Okay,
yes.
So let's have a look.
There are actually many people there. It's just because this is that side of the room, there's not many people.
That's fine. Now, the video with the Eiffel Tower, you can get it on your laptop, can't you?
Yes.
Well, then we could
David
take
Cameron.
another look again, because it comes out on the laptop beautifully, but not on the telephone.
Oh, right.
Okay. So you know for another time.
Okay. Just suspense now because it's going to go fast. It's a little bit different coming up in a moment. I love dancing with a veil.
And do you go to places like Istanbul to buy your costumes?
Oh yes. I've one from Istanbul and Marrakesh.
Okay.
And
so you've got a hole in your wardrobe. You've got a whole pile of costumes.
They're all behind the screen.
Yeah.
So there we are. So later on, I got all those people up to dance. Yes, they all danced with me later.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, that came out fine, Maria. And you've appeared in lots of TV performances and your one-woman show.
Well,
can you tell me about that?
Well, first of all, just before I left Ireland, I had a wonderful streak where I was invited onto television because one night I had done my dancing show, and just after one of Ireland's biggest TV presenters came into the club, but he had just missed my show. But I told him that I mixed Irish dancing with Arabic music, and he says, "Oh, that's interesting." And maybe 3 weeks later, he came back, and I reminded him. He said, "I know that," and I thought, "Oh, I've overstepped myself," but he invited me to come onto the television the next Wednesday, and very quickly after that, and that led to 4 TV performances, really quick, one after the other. But then I came to live in France, and I didn't have a telephone number to give them, and it was actually before I had email.
Email and mobile phones,
So that was the end of that little
sign of the times.
That little stop of that streak of luck stopped, and then I had to start again when I was in France. And then one day it was Oscar Wilde's anniversary, and we were at an occasion in the cemetery, Père Lachaise, and there was a whole lot of people, and then someone says to me, "Well, what do you do?" And I told them that I could do Salome, and I said, and the one talent is that I have that most actresses don't have, is that I can actually dance the 7 veils.
Wow.
And as a result of that, I was invited to combine my dancing, but it was not just Oscar Wilde, it was also James Joyce. And so I did a show, a one-woman show, mixing James Joyce, Oscar Wilde, and Robert Burns, and different types of dancing.
Wonderful.
Well, I was very happy with that.
Thank you very much, Maria.
Right.
And we'll get back to you in part 3. Thank you.